Welcome to mechanical tutorial. I am going to teach you different techniques in SolidWorks for mechanical engineers. I am going to train you different modules like surface modeling, sheet metal and enclosure design, product design, plastic components design, reverse engineering and many more tips and tricks in SolidWorks. Hi, today I'm going to explain about U-shape enclosure cover. The left side you can see this is a 3D CAD model. Right side 2D drawing. Here I'm going to show you how to create the drawing in folded state as well as in flat pattern. So this is the component. Here I'm going to show you how to create base flange, edge flanges, vents and the louvers. So this is the drawing in folded state and this is drawing in flat pattern with ordinate dimension. So let's start now. So I've taken the new SolidWorks part file. Select the top plane, go to sketch, take center rectangle, this is 5 inches. So I'm considering all the dimensions as inches. Go to sheet metal tab, select base flange, and here I am taking thickness as 0.05 and K factor as 0.45. Say OK. So when here I am taking bend radius as 0.05, which is equivalent to sheet thickness. Now go to sheet metal, select edge flange and select both the sides. So now we can see the U form of this sheet metal. So that is why it is considered as U-shape enclosure cover. So this is around 2.625 and here we have to consider material inside. Say OK. So we have to edit the sketch and constrain the sketch. So the distance from outer edge to this line, this is 2.625. Similarly, we have to edit other side. So edit second sketch. Select the outer edge. We have to select always the outer edge. .625. Say OK. See here. Now I am going to create one more edge flange, selecting these 3 edges. So this is around 0.6. See, here also we have to select material inside. See, when we see from front view, or let us see in top view, so the bend should form exactly at this edge. See here, and this edge. So it should be collinear. So for that we have to select this material inside. Now I'll say OK, and I'll show you one important thing about this feature. See here, see exactly this outer projection is formed here. You can see this. So this is not recommended while creating the edge flanges. So whenever we create edge flanges, selecting the adjacent sides, then we have to remember one point, that is, so let's edit the feature. So we have to check trim side bends. So now we will see the difference. So this outside projected feature has been removed. So that is the advantage of trim outside bend. So now we can see the flat pattern. See here, there is no additional projections. Now I am going to create this cutout. So select this face, go to sketch, this is 3, this is 1.05, select midpoint and select this origin, make it vertical, so it is exactly at the center. Now go to sheet metal and extruded cut. We have to link to thickness and we have to select normal cut. Say OK. Now we have to create a flange. Select edge flange and just simply drag here and say OK. Now we have to edit this sketch. So this is 0.75. Simply rotate and we have to see. Here this edge flange is not throughout the length of this edge. So we have to move little bit inside. Now we have to constrain the dimensions. Select this edge. .75. So this is 0.5. So here also this value is 0.5. Say OK. So it is constrained. See here there is a tier option. So we have to edit some of the options in the edge flange. First thing is that we have to select bend outside. So it has to form exactly outside. That is important. And relief, we have to give rectangular relief and it's of 0.5. So this is the difference between these flanges and this flange. Now let us create this vent feature. So I am going to create this vent feature on this face. So this value is actually it is around 4.5. It's slightly more than the other one. So let's see the cutout also. This one should be collinear with other edge. See here. Now I am going to create a sketch on this face. This is 2.5, 1.62, 0.75. So before that I am going to locate this center. So select these two, origin and center, and make it vertical. We have to dimension this height from the base. So 1.75. So it is constrained now. Select the line. Join this two endpoints. And we have to make circular pattern. So delete this point and we have to select this origin. So it should be equal, and instances it is 6. So the single line it consider as 2 lines, so there are 6 instances. Say OK. Now sketch is defined now. So go to view, we have to select show hide all. So it is visible now. Now go to sheet metal command, select vent feature. Here we have to select this outer circle. This is point 1. Now select these ribs. See here. So the distance is 0.1, and we have mentioned radius as 0.1, so automatically it is taken. Now we have to select spars. Spar we have only one, so select this. Now we have to select the boundary. So delete this, and we have to select this one. This is this part. So wherever we have seen the circles, we have to consider as spars, and the straight lines as ribs. See here. Now the vent has been created now. Now I am going to create these louvers. See, louvers, I have created 2 videos on this, so you can follow those videos. At this moment I am considering this louver from design library. So we have to go to forming tools. So this is the louver. So here I am going to create louver. I am taking it from the standard design library. So go to forming tool folder and select this louver. Place it over here. It is 270, and it is formed inside. So flip the tool, and we have to position this. So select four points. Now select these 2 points, make it horizontal. Select these 2 points, make it horizontal, and these 2 points, make it vertical. And these 2 points, vertical. Here we have to make it symmetric about the axis. So create a center line. Select these 3 and make it symmetric, and these 3. Make it symmetric. This is 1.5. So the distance between this point and this edge is 0.5. And this is 0.87. here. Say OK. So these louvers has been created now. Next I am going to show you how to create this drawing. So I have taken a new SolidWorks drawing file. Here I am going to create drawing for folded straight. So select this component, keep it in front view. So we have to consider this sheet scale. It is 1:2. Either we can change here or we have to go to properties and we have to modify it. Now select projected view, select this side, this one, and we have to select the top. We have to insert one isometric view. It should be in shaded form. So we have to rearrange the views. Now we have to place the dimensions. Select a smart dimension. So in front view we have to mention this distance between the edge and this flange. It's 4.5. To 6. It's 2.625. So this gap is also important based on the IP ratings. We have to mention this gap to maintain the precision. 0.025. So this is meter gap. So we have to mention the vent details. So vent it converts to spline, so we cannot dimension it. So for that what we have to do is select these two endpoints and place it here. So keep as it is. See, we have to place this text on the drawing. So I am copying from here. Select this dimension. Simply delete this. and say Ctrl B. So we have to mention the outer dia. So select 2-point arc, 3-point arc, place it here. This is 2.5. Boundary. So I am deleting this. So place it exactly over here. Here we have to edit the text. So we have to place the dia symbol. This is around 2.5. Boundary. So we have to place this dimension also. See, it is 1.625. So inner diameter. So select this 3-point arc. So we have to move near to this arc. Now display as diameter. Right click, display diameter. So it is around 1.625. It is 1.625. So this is displaying as radius. So we have to display as diameter. And this is 0.75. This is fill in. So these dimensions are related to vent feature. Now we have to show the dimensions for other features. So we have to mention this dimension from outer edge to flange. So select this edge and this. So it is 5 by 5. Right click and select midpoint. Select this edge. So it is 1.5. Here we have to mention this from the midpoint of lower. So we have to consider one point. So select this. So it is 0.5. So we have to show for the forming tools in this manner. We have to show the node. About so this is how we have to show the dimensions and notes. So we have to mention all dimensions are in mm. Material, we have to specify the material. Sheet thickness, bend radius is equal to sheet thickness. Break all sharp edges of 0.1. let, and relief rectangular is ratio of 0.5. So this is the drawing for folded state. Next I am going to create for flat pattern. Select the model from the model view. So keep it diametric. We have to keep it in shaded view. So even for flat pattern, we have to show the isometric. It is general practice. Now once again insert the model. Select flat pattern. See here in flat pattern it is not unfolded. So go to configuration. So flat pattern is open. Select sheet metal tab. Now we have to select the flatten. Now we have to verify. See here. So we have to create two configurations. One is for folded state and one is for flat pattern. So let's go to the drawing now. Select this, we can rotate this. Let's see, it's 90 degrees. 90, 270. After rotating, we can place ordinate dimensions. Select vertical ordinate, horizontal ordinates. Go to sketch, select a circle. Or we can select a 3-point arc, because we have to locate the center of this lower. So here this is the center. Now we can add ordinate to the center. Right click, add ordinate. Now go to vertical ordinate. Select all the edges and the center also. Here we can add this dimension at these edges instead of center. So select this vertical ordinate. We have to place the other side and right click on this edge, make it midpoint.
So it shows exactly the center. This is the one of the method to place the dimensions for louver. So if you want, we can give this end dimension of this vertex. So wherever we see two locations, we have to select all these dimensions and we have to type 2 into x. So this is the flat pattern drawing. This is the formal drawing. So this is how we create these kind of components, especially for enclosure covers. Thanks for watching.